Welcome to AS 280 Intro to Photographic Literacy. I'm Dana Clark and I'm your primary course instructor for the semester. I have two graders who will be assisting me because we are a very large class. There are 4 sections of about 100 of you each, so there's several hundred of you enrolled in this class. And so to assist us, I've got 2 section graders. If you're in section 201, your grader is Carrie Goff, and if you're in section 202, your grader is Renee Oswald. Both of those gals are colleagues of mine at the School of Visual Arts and Studies here at UK, and they've both done this course a number of semesters. So if you have any questions about general course logistics, technical issues, things like that, you can come to me. But if you have any specific questions about grades or the particulars of an assignment, you'll need to talk to your section grader if you're either in 201 or 202. And they will be in touch with you all shortly after we're underway here with introduction, so you'll know how to find them the best way. Just a couple of housekeeping items to go over before I kind of talk about what I see happening this semester with you all, is that because we are a large class, we have a very large waiting list. So we do not count for the photo minor. So if you've enrolled in this class thinking that it'll count towards a photo minor, it won't. I'm going to ask that you leave your spot to someone else and consider taking something like AS 300 or one of the other classes in the photo department that actually do count. We do count for the DMD. So if you're in here and you're a DMD student, you can stay. We'll keep you. But if you're either a photo minor or you don't know whether you want to commit to this class yet, just know that your spot is in high demand. So if you're kind of on the fence as to whether or not to stay, I would encourage you to take a good look through the Canvas platform. Look through the syllabus thoroughly, look at kind of the expectations that we have of you as far as time commitments and assignments go, and then kind of really give yourself a good think and decide whether you want to stay in or not, because those spots are in really high demand. Okay, down to it. This course is called Introduction to Photographic Literacy because what we aim to do with it is give you a sense of a little bit of the history of photography and the history of the practice of taking photographs, and also cultivate some skills of your own in how to use the camera as a tool to see better, to see your world better, and to take compelling images based on how you use the camera as a tool to frame an image. So the way that we work in this class is that we are modules based, and there are 5 modules total for the semester. And we kind of start at the beginning and move through in kind of a cumulative way to end with one big, our final module has one big final project in it. So we'll start with the foundation, history of photography, kind of definitions. We will build on that with exploring some skills of composition, visual organization, how to kind of learn about elements and principles of photography and design so that you can kind of train your eye on how to look and how to see. Then we will add some documentary practice of photography, portraiture, and we'll end up with kind of a more expressive way of working. And everything is kind of cumulative. So module 1 will take you into module 2, will take you into module 3, etc. And each module covers a couple of weeks of the semester. They kind of vary in length. But if you take a look at your Canvas shell, you'll see that that's how we're organized, and that's how we're going to sort of move through the semester. We have a variety of assignments that we'll be doing in here. Some of them are writing based. So I'll ask you to do some reading and kind of comment on them. So if you've got concerns about doing a lot of writing, let me know. I can tell you a little bit more specifically about what we'll be asking you to do, and I can refer you to some resources on campus if you're a little bit nervous about doing writing. But know that we do have a little bit of a writing aspect to the course, a little bit of research aspect as well, and then a lot of shooting. the way I've organized the modules is that for each shooting project you have, we will start with just the fundamentals of the assignment. Go out and take a certain amount of pictures. Then we'll have an opportunity for feedback. So we'll do that in the form of peer reviews, and you get feedback from me or your section graders. And then based on that feedback, you'll revise your work, do some new work, and that will be the final project that you turn in for each module. So that's kind of the structure of the course, and that's kind of how we'll move through the semester. My main goal for you is not to have you come out of here being like the next Pulitzer Prize winning photojournalist. I want you to just have fun, and I want you to learn how to really see and how to really be aware of the world around you. If you leave here and all you ever do is just take snapshots for social media, that's fine, as long as they're like the best social media snapshots you can take based on what you've learned. So the primary goal is to just have fun and to kind of appreciate photography a little bit more than, just the photos that you come in contact every day with on things like social media and television and things like that. So we're honing skills, we're broadening our artistic vocabulary, and we're learning how to kind of analyze and solve problems along the way. So that's the gist of the course. One thing I will say, and then I'll let you go and kind of dive in, is that this course is designed for you to do well. But that means that you have to kind of buy into the time commitment of the course. I know that there's an assumption with online courses. A lot of times students think that they can either tack them onto a heavy course load because you don't have to go into a classroom, or you can kind of take it while you're working a full-time job, or, just living your life in such a way that online classes tend to be an add-on. And this one will work that way. So if you're trying to balance a bunch of things, you can totally do this. But just know that we expect about 4 to 6 hours of work from you per week. And that may be a lot, depending upon your life circumstances. So if you have the time commitment to do it and you do everything that we ask you to do, you're going to get an A in the class. It's just designed that way. But if you notice that you're starting to fall behind, or you have bitten off a little more than you can chew, or it is a little bit harder than you expected, just let me know. I want you to do well. I want you to succeed. I want every student to do well, and I'm willing to help. So you just have to let me know. A big part of this class is communication with me and with your graders, because we don't get to see you in person. So I'm always available by email, and I'm more than happy to set up face-to-face meetings with you, either at my office on campus or via Skype, FaceTime, whatever we need to do if there's an issue. As long as I know that something's up, I'll do my best to try to remedy the situation. So I just ask that we keep communication open and going, and we'll all do well. That said, I have one final note about my email. On the syllabus, you'll notice that my email is dcl229@g.uky.edu. That G is really, really, really important, because somehow when I first came to UK, my emails got all messed up and I don't get the Outlook exchange messages. So if you email me, be sure that you put that G in there. Just every semester that causes problems. I'll get students come to me at the end of the semester saying, I've been emailing you all semester and I haven't heard from you, and that's because I just haven't gotten the emails. So g.edu. I think that's it. This is my pretty informal welcome to the class. I'm looking forward to working with you all this semester, and I will be getting in touch with you periodically via course announcement. And I'll drop in with these little videos periodically too, just so that you don't miss me. But I know it's going to be a good semester. Again, any questions, let me know. Let your graders know, and we're ready. Thanks.